Hello, I'm Sue Briner Brown. I'm a forensic nurse examiner, educated to examine victims of sexual assault. The Lynn Peavy Company has asked me to speak to you to help you deal with the trauma you have experienced. I want you to know we are here to assist you. The steps that you are taking today are necessary. The people you meet will help you to regain control. They will also help guide and protect you. It takes courage to disclose information and go through the process of the forensic exam. We want to acknowledge the courage you have shown. We also want you to be able to put your trust in the people around you. They are all here to help you and will take into consideration your feelings. If at any time you want to stop or slow down the process, let it be known. We want you to feel comfortable. You will be talking and meeting with several people, including the forensic examiner. And now an associate of mine will explain the steps that are most often taken during the exam. She is here to show you what you may expect.
Hello. I want to help inform you of the steps that will be taken. First, you'll be talking to several people. This often includes licensed medical providers, police officers, and rape crisis volunteers.
We will be talking with you about what has happened. You will also be given an examination. These steps are necessary. Sexual assault is a violation of yourself. It is a crime of violence that must be dealt with accordingly by those of us who are law enforcement officers. Sexual assault can happen to anyone. You may feel guilty, but you should remember the assault was not your fault, and you do not have to feel ashamed. You have rights, medical rights, and also personal rights.
We at the Lynn Peavy Company want to inform you of your rights and help you through this time of stress.
You are taking the right steps. You may be feeling scared and dirty, and at this point don't want anyone to touch you. We understand being victimized and having to go through procedures can be difficult and confusing, but it is necessary for you to go through an investigation and the examination. We must get information from you. We must also collect evidence from your body in order to protect you.
I want to assure you, your examiner will strive to make the process as comfortable as possible for you. The information and evidence collected will be treated with the utmost confidentiality. The specimens collected are to document all trauma to the body. The evidence will be sent to a forensic lab where it is preserved in a locked refrigerator in the event your case goes to court. At all times, we will endeavor to address your needs emotionally and physically. In most cases, if you wish, you may have someone with you during the examination. You'll want to choose a close friend or member of your family, someone you know well, someone you trust, perhaps your mother, your aunt, your best friend, or a rape crisis worker. There's also a national crisis hotline that will connect you to a rape crisis center closest to where you live. The number is 1-800-656-HOPE. That's 1-800-656-HOPE. Your examiner will provide you with that number before you leave. Now, let's talk about the actual examination. The primary purpose of the exam is for evidence collection, to find out what has happened to you. Also, information must be obtained, and most importantly, samples must be taken in order that an accurate assessment of the situation may be made. Every caution will be made to perform the examination under the best procedures possible. The evidence collected from this examination is important. It may help validate what has happened to you. Most often, the examiner will be using a kit, much like this one. This kit holds items that help in the collection of information and the evidence. The kit contains envelopes. Each envelope is numbered and tells the examiner exactly what to do. Each envelope holds items that help in the collection of the information and the evidence. The examiner has been instructed to follow the procedures carefully and will take great care to follow the directions on each envelope, to collect the evidence and place the evidence in the envelope. The envelope will then be sealed with security tape. The envelope will never be sealed by licking it. The security tape is used to seal and secure the evidence. And after the envelope is sealed, the examiner initials and dates it, enters any comments, and signs across the seal. Let's look more closely at the kit. The first envelope contains forms to fill out which will give us necessary information. You may receive a packet or information from your examiner describing a network of services provided to you. You will find out about your rights, be offered helpful advice on sexually transmitted diseases, what to do about pregnancy, HIV, and other serious concerns that need attention. There is also a release for you to sign. When you have signed the release, you will be taken to a private area. Here, you will be asked to undress while standing on a disrobing paper. You will be asked to drop your clothes on the disrobing paper. The paper helps to collect any debris that may fall from your clothes as you undress. After you undress, your panties will be placed in a small bag. Your clothes and the disrobing paper will be placed in a large bag. Each bag will be security sealed. Next, you'll be asked to help us inspect your body for marks, scratches, bruises, and any other evidence of trauma. If marks appear, it may be necessary to take photographs. Later, follow-up photographs may be taken and documented with a date. After we've checked for bruises, we must then collect debris from various places on your body. You may be asked to sit on an examination table. Many samples must be taken. These samples are used as evidence. The examiner will wear examination gloves and will use various items to help in the collection of this evidence. The examiner will proceed by using each numbered envelope from the kit. This envelope is for fingernail scrapings. Inside the envelope is a stick, a piece of paper, and a security seal. The fingernail scrapings will be taken with the stick over a plain piece of paper. The scrapings and the stick, along with the paper, which will be folded, will be placed in this envelope. Then the examiner will seal it with the security tape that is provided, then enter the proper information. Head hair combings will be made. To do this, the examiner will use a comb to remove any debris in your hair. Actual samples of hair will also be taken. The examiner will remove a few strands of hair from the top, front, sides, and back of your head. The collected hair and the comb will be placed in an envelope and security sealed. Another comb will be used to take pubic hair combings to remove any debris in the vaginal area. Also, strands of pubic hair will be gathered. All of the pubic hair samples are placed in the appropriate envelope and are also security sealed. Later, all of these samples will be sent to the forensic lab. Another very important part of the examination are the oral, vaginal, and rectal swabs. The examiner will use cotton swabs to collect a smear by gently wiping the sides of your mouth so slides may be made. You may also be asked to chew on a filter or spit in a cup. Swabs from the vaginal pool and rectal swabs will also be taken with cotton swabs. Most often, 2 swabs are used, and every time a swab is used, a slide is made. The swabs are then placed in a box, then in the envelope. The slides are sealed in a holder. They too are placed in the envelope and are security sealed. Finally, blood will be drawn and placed in tubes. Also, a spot of blood may be placed on a cloth. These blood samples are drawn for blood typing and DNA. During the blood draw, we may also draw a blood pregnancy test. This will aid in obtaining morning after birth control pills for your protection. We know that these procedures may be extremely uncomfortable for you, but the collection of this evidence is necessary because some of the collected debris becomes medical evidence that may be used in court.
If at any time, however, you want to stop or slow down during the examination, let it be known. Your examiner will listen to you and respect your wishes.
When the exam is complete, you may shower and dress. In most cases, if you need them, you will be provided with clean clothes, and soon after, you can go home. Remember, at the Lynn Peavy Company, it is our wish for you to be examined in a sensitive, non-threatening manner, and for you to receive gentle care from all involved. We hope this Lynn Peavy Company video will in some small way help you feel comfortable during your exam.
Remember, we care and your examiner cares. Everything possible will be done to help you through this traumatic experience.